Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shimazu Gun Samurai series. We, in the last episode, reached Clan Tier 2. We took out many enemy lords. We still have one in our party here. We'll have to go donate him somewhere. Let's go ahead and see if we can let's do the gunner samurai there. The horse gunner samurai. Let's go ahead and see if we can make it back down to a castle before okay, she just learned that she's with child. Very nice. But yes, let me go and thank the channel members really quick, and then we'll roll right into the rest of the episode. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadowfighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. Thank you guys so much for those channel memberships. And as you guys may have heard in the last series, I have a 1440p monitor on the way, so we will be uploading in 1440p as soon as that arrives, and as soon as I can get some recordings done on it. But yes, you guys have paid for that. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Just through the channel memberships and the ad revenue that we receive on the channel, you guys have completely funded that project there. So I really do appreciate it, guys. I don't think you guys understand how much I appreciate it, but I hope you do understand that I appreciate it a lot. But yes, so you guys are responsible for upgrading at least the visual quality of the gameplay. As for the quality of the host, you know, that's up to y'all. But thank you guys so much for that once again. But let's go and roll right into this episode here. Oh, we're getting a level. Very nice. And charm. We're going to get a point to allocate. Let's see here. Minus influence when voting on kingdom decisions is interesting. I feel like initiating them is going to be a lot better, just because of the way the game works. So let's see here. We're maxed out in guns now. We are 135 on charm. We're maxed out on scouting. We definitely need to put our attribute points into cunning, though, as that will be the only way for us to get keen sight, which helps us hold on to enemy prisoners for that much longer. What do we want to put this point into? I don't feel like putting it into any of the melee skills will really do anything for us, as we are basically a modern samurai, you know, using the arquebus here that we have actually obtained legitly now. But let's see here. I think going into the charm skill is a good idea. We could also go into medicine. I feel like we already have some decent learning limit on that, though. And I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, 1 hit point to troops for every skill above 250. That's pretty fucking insane. But we'd have to, well, I guess we are in the intelligence stack already. So we could end up doing that. But let's go ahead and try to get this war going more in our favor. We do need to replenish the infantry here. And one thing that I was thinking about while I was in between recordings here. So let's go Sakai here. Let's go infantry. And the Jin Samurai, they can upgrade into skilled Sakai samurai infantry, and they do look like they are pretty decent. Never mind, I take it back. They are not. Let's see if they have any guys that the militia peasants can upgrade into that are decently good. A simple katana has 55 cuts, and then these are, I get the simple Omi Yari. So I guess, yeah, that is going to be our best bet until we can get over until we can get off the island here and over on to the mainland of Japan. Well, technically this is the mainland, but you understand what I mean. Until we can get more towards the Tokugawa, the Tosan, and a few different other cultures, we'll have to import their melee troops from those specific regions. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and focus on building up the army here. I would like to be able to fight some looter parties first, so that we don't absolutely just get our infantry massacred. Oh, look at that. Speak of the devil. There's a bunch of looters right there. Oh, how convenient. It's almost like I planned this. I didn't, but, you know, I can lie to you. I can lie to you and tell that I knew that there was a party there. I have the foresight. No, but we will go ahead and ooh, some more Jin Samurai. Very nice. I will head over to Saruwara here, fill up on infantry, and they are gonna take that from me. That's that sucks. It doesn't look like it's going super well for them though. They're gonna win that. Yeah, they are going to win that. But I do need to fill up on our infantry. Yeah, we go through infantry like nobody's business, and I'm actually very curious to see how sieges end up going for us because of our lack of strong infantry, mainly focused on the ranged troops. I'm very curious to see how that is going to go for us in the future. Now technically we do have 42 ranged troops, but it's not really 42 ranged troops. It's more like we have some Jin Samurai who haven't upgraded yet. Looks like our companions are doing very well though. Oh yeah, just you. Okay, perfect. We are bleeding money though, so I would love it if we could use some of our influence and maybe go ahead and take over a castle. That would probably help out our income greatly. And let's go see if any of these castles have horse traders. No, they don't, unfortunate. But I think we could go after one of these castles that is going to be I guess less defended, and we should be able to take one of them. Let's see. Ooh, only 8 influence for these guys. Okay, these are very cheap then. That is nice for us. And is as sieging isn't like super expensive in terms of like building siege equipment. We could actually use a decent amount of our influence here to go ahead and build up the party strength here and get some armies to join us, where we will take on Iwao Castle, Mifune Castle. Which one has higher prosperity? Okay, well, we can't even see that, but we are assembling our army over here. We are waiting for the rest of the Shimazu clan members to arrive. Just waiting on 2 more little slowpokes here. And there they are. Very nice. God, I love the roads in this mod. It's so great. And this will be our first siege where we are actually leading. And let me go ahead and drop a save real quick, just in case. Shimazu 7. Very nice. This is episode 7 of the Gun Samurai series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys are also enjoying all of the other series on the channel. We have a lot coming to the channel. Oh, missing somebody. There you are, little buddy. Come on. Get on in here. 539 defenders. Let's go check out the other one as well, as we do have a little bit of spare influence. And if we could find a weaker castle, that would be ideal. Let's see here. 599 as well. 869 prosperity versus 862. And then 259 hearths. And Udo. Where's Udo? Udo's all the way over there. I can't see how many hearts that one has. This one has 2 villages right here, 260 hearths and 251 hearths. That is going to be better than the other ones. What does this one produce? Hardwood, and this one produces hide. This produces copper, and this produces iron. Yeah, we're definitely going for these 2 here. Because iron and copper are very valuable resources, and I would really prefer if all 3 of those lords would not end up going inside there. Can we wait for this other one to leave? Yes, we can. Very nice. Okay, leave. Go away. Go away. No. Whatever. 596. God damn it. Get out of there. Leave. Leave, please. Thank you. Haha. 525 defenders. There we go. We gamed the system. All right, let's go ahead and make some braziers here to burn things down. Not sure exactly how helpful that is going to be as the primary component of this army and of all the Sakai armies is actually guns. So maybe not super effective, but we'll have to take a look at it after this battle. Plus 50% renown gain from battles is definitely going to be the way to go here. Anyone else have any perk points that need to be allocated? You are only level 3, my friend. We are definitely going to have to get you to level up. I believe you are our gun guy. Yeah, you are our gun guy. I need you to get some kills here, buddy. Let's yeah, finish setting up the siege camp here. We're gonna up the influence or the army cohesion, and then yeah, we probably should go for a battering ram as well. How many days of food do they have? 5 days of food until the settlement runs out. That is a good question. Do we want to wait for the settlement to be starved out, or do we want to just go for it? That is going to be the question. I mean, like 4 days of food left. They have a very large garrison, and it looks like it is mostly infantry. So maybe we should end up waiting for that to not be the case. We're going to build Ozutsu for the second time around on building stuff here. We have 46 influence, so we do have a little bit to play with here. Seems like we're doing a decent amount of damage to the castle here. And remember, you can't break walls or build siege towers. So that is an interesting thing there. That's going to cost us 14 there. So we're down to 32 influence, and they only have 2 days worth of food left. Oh, they're taking out my Ozutsus. That's a little annoying. They're dealing pretty good damage to them as well. Let's go ahead and like move these to reserve. And then build more Ozutsus, because I feel like the Ozutsus are better than the braziers overall. They are burning this one down as well. But we should be able to get this one built. And they should start losing troops very, very quickly. And that is going to be half my influence remaining there. They're down to 441. We really need to wait for this these guys to deplete here. All right, let's put another Ozutsu there. God, they are fucking burning that one down like so quickly. Holy shit. We are getting some decent siege skill here though. And they are losing troops very, very rapidly. Hopefully no one comes in and snipes this from me or comes to engage me. That would be ideal if we could make that the case. Yeah, they just like really burn this thing down very quickly. It seems like braziers are like really kind of the way to go. And we are very, very low on money as well. They only have 24 left. Okay, now they have 0. Let's go ahead, drop a save here, and then we will move on and lead the assault here. It looks like I have a perk point to allocate here. I'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to make sure that I apply lords to formations. Let's see, engineering skill. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and lead an assault, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The first siege that I'm leading in this series. It is going to be a lot of fun, I would imagine. But we got to figure out how to actually work around being a ranged, focused army. And good God, there is a lot of ranged troops here. All right, let's go ahead and apply these guys to their respective formations. Really want to put an emphasis on the ranged troops as they're going to be having the largest impact on this battle for sure. There's another guy that we can stick in the range section. That one's close. We'll stick that guy with the infantry. We'll stick you with the infantry as well. You will go also with the infantry, and you will go... Senjiro is going to go with ranged, obviously. But you will go with yeah, we'll have you go with them. Let's see here. This is a very interesting fortress. I think we should have good success with the ranged troops being I mean, like, there's a decent amount of cover here. All right, let's go and just start her up here, and we'll see how she goes. I'm going to take a shot at these guys right off the rip here. Oh, that was too high. Let me go ahead and tab out here. Or not tab out, but go into... Okay, yeah, it looks like we actually do have the proper... Yeah, we do have, like, the proper split here. Holy fuck, that is a lot of ranged troops back there. Wow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to do this. I'm going to tell these guys to go loose formation here. And I'm going to do the old Rome strategy that we had for a long time, which was bring these guys up here, set them up close to the fortress here, and kind of just kill these guys by mass fire. We're gonna take a few losses on the way up. Definitely, I can tell you that for sure. But I feel like overall we will overwhelm these guys with firepower here. Look at all these ranged troops coming up here. Look at all that fire going in there. Listen to all the archers going off. Wow, that is incredible. Yeah, we should very, very quickly start overwhelming these guys with the amount of ranged firepower we have. They are going to break through the gate here rather soon. We'll continue taking some shots at these guys. We have some guys going up the ladder there. Let's take a shot at this guy up on top of the tower there. Oh, looks like he's gone. We can take a shot at these guys as well. Oh, look at that. What a fucking shot by me. Yeah, but it looks like we've pretty much eliminated the entirety of their forces there in terms of ranged defenses. This is off limits here, so we'll have to bring these guys up in a line here soon. Let's go ahead and start pushing forward, though. They will continue to take some of these guys out. They're going to take a little bit more arrow fire, of course, but that is quite all right with me, as they have completely decimated these guys on the run up here. It looks like we are making our way into the fortress now quite efficiently. It looks like they're in fights with those guys up there. Let's go ahead and bring the ranged troops forward here. Let's put them into line and see if we can stack some of them up right here. That would be quite ideal if we could. Oh, looks like I ran back out of the fortress for some reason. Yeah, it looks like we are overwhelming them pretty easily here. Oh, dude, my troops just want to commit suicide on my gun. I swear to God, that was 1,088 pierce damage for the headshot on that friendly troop there. That really just tells you how powerful guns are overall. There we go, taking out another guy there. But we have the ranged troops coming forward here, and as we can push them further forward, they will do better overall as we move to assault the rest of the fortress. All right, we have another shot reloaded. Let's try not to get cock blocked again, and we are going to take out another guy there. We have brought the ranged troops up pretty far. Let's try to bring them up as far as possible there. That will be the ideal here. And we are almost done with our reload there. Let's go ahead and take a shot at this guy. I waited too long there on the aim. But we are pushing through these guys pretty efficiently. Let's get another reload in here, and we'll take yet another shot at these boys up on top of this tower. I think that one went into the ground, unfortunately. But the ranged troops are doing quite well. We are overwhelming these guys. This is the last tier of the castle, so that's actually kind of nice. We are reloaded again. Let's try backing up a little bit this time and taking another angle. We missed. Damn it. Everyone is doing quite well, though. I could probably tell the ranged guys. Let's see, the ranged guys here. Tell them to charge. And they'll probably do pretty well. Yeah, look at all those shots coming out. There we go. Another shot there. 544 pierce damage. I hit him straight in the neck. And that really looks like that's going to be all she wrote. Man, that was a really easy siege. We only lost 149 there. 150. Wow. And we killed a great many of them. They only had 200 defenders, so I mean, like, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but we traded 236 to 151. That is incredible. I mean, you can't, there's no other way around it. That's just an incredible trade. And we'll get some lovely eyes on these last few guys up in this tower. Could you imagine being the last guys of the fortress here up in the tower, and now you're just gonna run out and get stabbed to death by a bunch of Yari? Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is by far one of the most successful sieges I have played up to this point with this mod. That was very awesome. And we're going to get a ton of prisoners here. Let's go ahead and sort them by tier. and we'll take, ooh, a Sakai horse gunner. Definitely want to take that guy. Sakai samurai infantry for sure. Let's take some of those guys. The Jin samurai, of course, we always want to take those guys. Trained Yari, sure, Yari Yashigaru, and Sakai militia peasants, and then we'll just we'll fill up the rest of the party with those boys. All right, we have let's get a few. Yeah, we'll get one more Ozutsu, and then we can go. Yeah, we want to go Yumi for those, and then Yari, and then more Yari, and that's gonna be all we really need to do there. We only lost like 10 guys. That is that's actually like really solid. Banner of Naruto. Increase troop movement speed. Oh, I love the devs in this game, dude. They're just they're a bunch of comedians. I love it. Very nice indeed. Let's go and take all of that loot. We didn't actually get too much of the loot, but hopefully we can maybe get the election here. And I may even just, you know what, I'm actually just going to take the castle. And that is our first castle, ladies and gentlemen. I did lose my generous trait, but you got to do what you got to do. +2 melee damage or +5% combat move speed. I think 3% infantry move speed is going to be better for us. It'll help us run away from other infantry formations if we need to. All right, prosperity lost only 54. That is actually not too bad. Settlement income is 878 there. It is actually balancing out our losses quite evenly there. The garrison's probably going to be very, very expensive. Let's see, how much is the garrison? Let's hold alt here. Garrison's going to cost us 800. Wow, that's really, really expensive. But I totally understand. Let's see if there is some Jin Samurai there that we can just take out. Perfect. And let's fill up the rest of the party with infantry there. Yep, awesome. Very, very nice. And actually, wait, let's reset that. Because what we can do is do this. We can take some of the skilled Katana Ashigaru. We can take a Yumi Samurai. We can take the Jin Samurai. And then we can also take some of the veteran Ashigaru, the trained Ashigaru. Not just have these basic bitch infantry units. And that'll help out with a little bit with the garrison costs. Yeah, see, 750 on the garrison cost now. All right, let's go ahead and manage the castle, though. We need to do quite a few things so that we can actually start making a little bit of money. That would be rather nice if we could. She is going to be a decent governor. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have her be a governor, as she will... let's see what the expenses are before we assign her as the governor. Yeah, it's going to be minus 750. And let's see what happens after we assign her the governor. All right, let's see. Wait here for some time. Let it save. Let it do its thing, and we'll see if it ends up balancing out for us as we think it will. Yeah, it's doing all right. It's doing a little bit better. Garrison's still 750 though. Maybe that's just because. Oh yeah, I need to limit how much this is going to cost us here very quickly. Let's put like the limit at like 500 for now. So they'll recruit a few troops, but not too many, as we are very, very broke right now, even though we just acquired a castle. We only have 7 construction right now. We have Noe Theater up to 3, which is really, really solid. We really, really need to build a militia grounds and then a tax collector and a... yeah, tax collector. Let's see here. The Jodai meeting hall as well. That will help out. Those 2 things will help out. Okay, that's going to take 71 days to construct. So maybe we should wait for the construction speed to kind of balance itself out here. We have 101 militia and 125 in the garrison. That's pretty decent. The prosperity's down to 724. How can we improve this tribute? Let's see, Kusa and Katashida. Those are making a decent amount of money for us. All right, we could probably disband this army now. What are we at? 592. Uh, hmm. 592 troops is pretty solid. We could spend some more of this influence and take a second castle. 585 is pretty significant. Let's go see how much food they have in the settlement. I think that would be a good thing to do. They only have 4 days of food. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do another siege here. Let me drop another save here on my 7 there. Just before we conduct this siege. Now, the limiting factor is actually going to be money for us right now. So maybe we should, well, let's see. Where's the closest town that we can go sell stuff at? I mean, it's right here. We might as well move over here, go sell some shit, and then come back in and take these boys on. All right, yeah, we have a decent amount of gear to offload here. Oh, and a bunch of goods as well. That is also really, really nice when you get a lot of goods like that to sell. All right, 13,000. That will be enough to. Oh, the trader does not have enough money. Okay, well, we can take that stuff back in the form of armor or in the form of weapons. Let's see what they got for weapons. They ain't got shit. They ain't got shit that's gonna help me. Maybe some better body armor. We could maybe afford that. I mean, they're only negative 7,000, so we really don't want to spend too much here. But the Nan Ban Do 36k. Wow, that is really, really expensive. Good God. Maybe just some horses then. I'll take some of the horses, as they are really good value, and they tend to hold their value quite well. Yep, there we go. Now we have evened out there. Very, very nice. All right, now money should no longer be a problem for us. We have 16k. We should be able to take Mifune castle here off of these guys, and that will end the war. Also, there is a army assaulting. Are they in a battle? I guess they are in a battle. I guess, yeah, this would be the perfect time to go ahead and assault this castle. And we can get ourselves our second piece of territory here. That is going to be really, really solid. They do have 612 defenders, but I think we are going to be able to take these guys out here. Let's go and just build Ozutsu, and then we will build a siege ram. Now we're limited by influence. We should still be fine though. Two horse gunners there, and then just a couple of Ushigaru upgrading. This is actually going really, really well. For this being the seventh episode? Yeah, 7th episode. We are doing quite nicely so far. We've got the siege camp set up. We're gonna deplete the garrison, and then we're gonna starve them out. They only have 2 days worth of food left. Starve them out, and then hopefully be able to take on the militia quite easily here. All right, everything is going nicely. 2 days of food left. We have plenty of influence to sustain this. We may have to hold the siege for a bit longer just to get these guys out of here, but they're already losing some garrison here, so that is quite nice indeed. We're doing okay. That army has not come to confront us yet, but we do need to keep an eye out for them. He is going to come in here, and he shouldn't be able to steal the siege from me, I don't think. Okay, yeah, no, he can't steal the siege from me. And now we have over 1,000 men. Doesn't mean we shouldn't still starve these guys out. I mean, we might as well. We're already doing it. But also, if we fight the garrison, we will get much more. We'll get much more loot. So that's a question. Should we go for that? I think we should. Let's go ahead and update that save real quick, and then we will go ahead and head into battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Taking 2 castles in 1 episode. Look at me go. All right, let's go. Lead the assault, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We'll get a nice look at this fortress before we start the battle. And I think I'm going to go for that same strat where I just line up all of the ranged troops. Of course, only if I have an excess of ranged troops. Okay, we only got 88 that time. That is kind of interesting how that has worked out. Oh, it is because of... yeah, it's because of the other army here. Wow, this is a huge fortress, man. Good God. All right, well, let's go ahead and ready up here. We're going to go into the F10 mode, and it looks like they got one right here, and then they got a bunch more laid out further away. Let's go ahead and set these guys into loose formation, and we can deploy them all the way out to here. So we might as well. Let's get those guys deployed, and then I'm going to mostly be fighting this battle as I want to get lots and lots of kills. The frame rate for these like large battles is actually like pretty solid. I noticed one thing. Our infantry is not infantry, it's archers. Okay, that's not ideal. Let's set these guys in line formation, and then let's tell everybody to line up here across the valley here. Yeah, we do not want the archers going in here. The guys on the siege ram are going to be fine. That's okay. But yeah, having archers assault a fortress is a really terrible idea. Good thing I caught that, as I thought it was mostly infantry, but I guess I was wrong. Looks like my character did fire a shot there. We're gonna shoot another one there into the wood, unfortunately, but we should be able to move up here and take some decent shots. And we should start to overwhelm these guys in terms of firepower. Looks like we are doing just that. Let's see if we can take out one of these guys over here. Dude, I swear they're suicidal. I swear they are suicidal. It's happened so many times. Good God. It looks like they actually have some infantry here. So let's put these guys into loose formation, and let's tell them to spread out just across the valley here. I wish they did give you access to more of the map. It would be kind of nice if they did. Hopefully we can avoid any more suicidal soldiers that are looking to take themselves out here. We missed that one. Let's go ahead and take some cover here and hit a reload. It looks like their infantry is moving up. I'm perfectly fine with their infantry moving up and taking over the siege from here. That is totally fine with me. We missed again. They have a lot of guys up there on that wall in that siege tower. Let's try to take them out here. Let's see if they end up popping up here. Come on, go ahead and stand up here, buddy. There you are. Do it again. Do it again. Come on, you know you want to. We missed. Fuck. That's okay. All right, well, I could probably, let me go F10 mode here so my character doesn't just get swamped there. We're doing okay, though. Yeah, we're getting a lot of kills with our troops. My party's only killed 8, but that's okay. We're doing quite well in the actual melee fight here as well. I think telling everybody to charge may be a mistake. We have to get all the way up here and all the way up to here. Wow, that is going to be quite the challenge indeed. Looks like they're doing okay. They're not doing great, don't get me wrong. It's not going extremely well, but we don't have any infantry to send in. It's all archers. I don't understand why they do this. It may be just because of how the game works here. We do have a lot of guys firing though, so we are getting a decent amount of kills. We're not losing too many. We've only lost 3 so far. 95 for 143 is a really solid trade. And looks like they have actually overwhelmed these guys in here, and they are starting to chase them out here. All right, let's bring up our infantry here, and let's go ahead and set them, or our ranged troops rather. Let's go ahead and set them up there. They should start making their way up the mountain here. Maybe we can set them in the forest over here too. That would also be an option. Yeah, very nice. We can. You can technically like skip these parts here, these forts, but it's good to take them all out so you don't have to come back for them later and they don't shoot you in the back, 'cause that sucks. We can hear the lovely Ozutsu here going off, and it sounds like some of them are getting hits. Oh, that's just what they sound like when they shoot. Interesting. All right, well, we do have quite a few men making their way over here now and setting up to take on the rest of these forces here. Yeah, we want to get a good distribution here, so we'll go ahead and line these boys up here, and they should be able to shoot at all of the guys up on the wall here. And it looks like they're sending down a force to confront us, maybe, or they're sending down a force to contest us here at this next junction. It looks like their infantry is retreating. They have about what is that, 8 guys? Yeah, they no, 7 guys, and they're all ranged troops here holding that. That's not going to go well for them. I can tell you that for damn sure. All right, let's see here. We can set these guys like this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move them up a bit. Tell them to head over that way. It looks like most of our troops have actually made it through. They just have to contend with this little fortress over here. And while they are doing that, we can actually set up here to start massacring these guys. Yes, look at all the lovely ranged fire coming in from us here. Oh yeah, a lot of shots coming in. They have a lot of guys shooting at us as well, but that's okay. It's fine. It's not going to make too big of a difference here for us. We have killed 29 men, only losing 5. 31 now. Yeah, it looks like a lot of our elite troops are doing it quite nicely against their forces here, trying to rally at this second gate over here. These guys are trying to break their way through, maybe? Are they not trying to break their way through? Interesting. That might be bugged. We might have to skip that side. And oh no, they did break through the gate. Very nice, yeah. And as that infantry pours on through, we should do quite well on this flank over here. And we can spread them out just a bit more right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Get some more of our lovely troops shooting there. We will have to send them up through the gate eventually, which is kind of the unfortunate part. But they should quickly be overwhelmed here as we are shooting many shots. Yeah, we should get a decent amount of this loot here. And I think assaulting them when they had the garrison was actually the right move, just because of the amount of loot that we will receive for it. This position, though, is quickly becoming not super useful. We can actually go ahead and push up with our own personal man here. Our own personal lord, our character. And go for some shots on these guys. There is quite a few Otomo troops retreating here. Ah, shit, it hit the gate. God damn it. I wish they would have, like, modeled these a little more accurately, but I totally understand due to performance reasons why you cannot. Ah, damn it. We'll take a couple more shots with my troops here, or with my own personal guy, as we go ahead and push up towards the end of the fortress there. And it looks like they are actually moving forward quite rapidly here. So we need to, I mean, I guess we could have our guys run around here and deploy over here too. That is always an option. There we go. We'll keep our ranged troops on the outside here. Around the outside. There we go. Another kill there for Sanjiro. Sanjiro has 3 kills so far in this fight here. Once you try to avoid getting shot at by these pesky ranged troops. As we finish the reload here. Ah, they killed him before I could get it off. All right, let's go into the tactical camera once again. It looks like they have sent down a majority of their troops. Kind of nice for us. It does work out pretty well for us, as we can. We're not going to be able to fight at the very end of the fortress here, I don't think. Yeah, we'll have to like go around or something. But for the majority of this fight, we're going to do okay. And look at how many troops we have coming over here. Good Lord, look at all of that. And we can deploy them right up to the edge here. And help our men push through yet another gate here. It looks like they really just don't have a lot left, so we should be doing rather well indeed. And of course, there are these guys up here that our elite Sakai marksmen are going to be able to shoot at. It looks like they were just sending down troops to delay us. That's pretty much the gist of what I've gathered here. Yeah, maybe we should move our troops up to like here or something. I think that would be pretty good. We can also do this as well. Yeah, if we moved our men up that way. It looks like they're going to have to like go all the way around though, which is a little bit unfortunate. I mean, they're going to have to go... Oh, they're going to have to go all the fucking way around, I think. Let me see here. Let's speed it up just a little bit and we'll see what path they decide to take. Maybe there is another way into the... okay, yeah, so they have to go through that gate. So it is going to be a hot minute until we can get our troops up there. For sure. They are going to take pretty heavy losses until we can get our troops up there. But they have broken through the gate. Very nice. Good job, allies. And yeah, we can get these boys deployed over here. And they should have free reign to shoot all the way up that hill and into the final part of the fortress there. This is a really cool mountain fortress again. Mountain Fortress 2.0, some might say. But yes, we our troops are slowly making their way up here. We'll just kind of keep an eye on what is happening here. Are they retreating? They better not be retreating. I really hope they are not. Okay, it looks like we finally got a force of infantry here. Thank God. Yeah, okay, we are getting some reinforcements here. Lots of Jin samurai there and katana samurai there. Very, very nice. Let's see. Where are my troops at? Where are my troops going? Let me select... I can't select them all now, but where are my troops at? Oh, okay, they're right there. So they're all making their way up towards this direction up here. It looks like they have cleared out a majority of this. It looks like they've actually cleared out all of it. Very nice. But we're going to have these guys set up over here. And once they are set up, they will be able to support the rest of the siege here. And it is pretty much just, let's see here. What, 3 gates left? Wow, this is, this map has a ton of gates on it. I really, whoever modeled this settlement, you did a fantastic job, might I just say. Yes, you did a very nice job. And it looks like the majority of the force is right here. Yep, so they're making their way up there. We can go ahead and speed this up just a bit. Hopefully don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. All right, we're doing okay. Don't move, Ghost. Just don't move. Don't say the C word and it won't happen. All right, there we go. But once we get all of these troops deployed, we should have the fire superiority here. And it looks like they're about to break through this gate. And yes, they did actually break through it. Oh yeah, they broke through it a hot minute ago. Very nice. It's just going to be the last gate that's, or these last 2 that might be an issue. They may send down their infantry to hold them there. That's what I would do. I would have my infantry hold them at this gate because it keeps them exposed to all of your ranged troops up at the upper layers here. All right, so we are getting some of these guys deployed. Finally, it took long enough. All right, let me speed this up just a bit more so I'm not wasting y'all's time. I know y'all love to see epic sieges, but you don't want to see a siege go on for 25 minutes for a castle. Trust me. And they still do have plenty of ammunition here. It looks like most of these bow guys aren't able to actually shoot up that far. And they did bring their infantry down there, some of their infantry down there, to hold that gate there. Let me, okay, so I can't deploy those guys up there. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like I can really only deploy them on the road. It would be really, really nice if we could deploy them elsewhere. Yeah, that is going to be the best spot for these guys to be deployed, it looks like. And we have our lovely infantry finally making their way up the slope here. Man, it sure took them a while to get up here, though. I tell you what. I'm going to tell the infantry to just charge. And that way they actually... I don't know what's going on down here. Let me send them up through the gate, maybe. And then I can tell them to charge. There we go. They're actually going up through the gate. These guys need to be in line formation and then tell them to charge. There we go. And they should maybe work out their differences over there. It looks like a decent amount of our infantry are actually making their way up here, though, so that should be fine. Yeah, they're gonna do all right. They are gonna do all right. I mean, of course, this is a brand new mod, so some of these guys are gonna be a little bit buggy and not have any clue what is happening or where they should be going. It looks like okay. Okay. I don't think they think that gate's broken. That's probably the issue. But let's go ahead and get a view of the final fortress here. What's actually interesting is the defender AI tends to break their own gate as well. So it's kind of an interesting circumstance there, but it looks like we have removed a good majority of the ranged troops over here. We finished with 66 kills. So that is pretty ideal. Only losing 8 men. Very nice. All right, let's just tell everybody to charge. Fuck it. Everybody fire at will. Charge. Go for it, boys. Rush them down. Make them your bitch. Good God, could you just imagine like being a guy here looking out of the window and seeing that coming at you? Like what do you even do? Surrender, commit seppuku? Like that is basically all you can do. And we are going to be overwhelming the last couple of troops here. They are down to 13. They're going to be down to 0 very, very rapidly here. It looks like we actually missed some guys in here, maybe. Not sure why they're exactly, oops. Not sure why they're exactly moving down that way. Maybe some guys fell through the map. Looks like they still have 7 defenders somewhere. Where are those guys at? Where are they? Where art thou? Looks like they're heading down this way. So maybe... Did they retreat to the keep or what? What's going on here? No, we killed everybody up here. Interesting. I mean, I've told them all to charge. Doesn't look like anybody there. Oh, it's over here. Okay, yeah. There we go. And last guy gonna be finished off right there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a second... Oh, never mind. Not a second fortress. They retreated to the keep. God damn it. That always happens. Let me drop a quick save here. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode for you guys. You're welcome. It wasn't intended to be longer, but it's going to end up that way. Drop a little save there. And then let's get a point in medicine that will help. 15% while on the move would be quite nice. And it looks like one of our companions here, or our wife maybe. Oh no, Tyler. Very nice. Got a skill in bow. So he's actually getting some skills with his bow. Plus 5% damage with bows by troops in your formation actually would be kind of nice. The bow skill really doesn't matter. The damage, however, does actually tend to matter. All right, let's go ahead and attack these guys here. Let's clear the selection so far. And it looks like all of our companions have pretty much been knocked unconscious. Let's do... What do we want to bring into this? I would say we should probably bring some guys we really don't care about too much, as this is going to be some very, very close quarters fighting. So let's bring the veteran Yari Ashigaru here along with us. And Sanjiro is actually still up, so... we can actually come in here and do a little bit of urban gunnery here. We're going to be taking on these guys inside the keep here. This is going to be very confusing of who is actually on our side. Some of these guys have arrows and they hurt really, really bad. Okay, bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. That is the name of the game here. Take some of these guys down. Let's hit a quick reload here as well, while we are pushing up the rest of the way here. Should have plenty of time to do that. Let's tell everybody to charge here and fire at will. There we go. They should be able to make their way up the rest of the way of the fortress here. Looks like some guys retreating. Not on my watch, you don't. Very nice. We took some of those guys out. I am not a melee guy. I don't know why I'm in this fight. Let me hit another reload here. Ah, did we get a crash? Shit, we did. That's unfortunate. All right, well, we are close enough to the end of the video where I feel comfortable ending it here. But yes, in the next video, I think we will have a new castle, hopefully. We'll have to see. Just stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys join the Discord if you guys are not in there. I do post, I do have a bot posting when videos go live and everything. It can be a little bit inaccurate because channel members get to watch them first. But yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, so much for watching this video and all my others and supporting me and everything else like that. And yeah, let me say a special thanks to the channel members. Thank you to Tyler, Moses, Jared, Walter, Mooncheese, Cameron, Franklin, Shadow Fighter Pro, JT, Michael, and Pfeiffer. And if you guys would like those perks of being a channel member, make sure you guys go check out the link in the description. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there. Peace out.